Namaha. Everything we have today is because of Guru's grace. குருங்கிறவ யாரு? சீரர்களோட மனசுல இருக்கிற அறியாமை எனும் இருளை அகற்றி ஞானம் எனும் ஒளியை ஏற்றுபவரே குரு ஆவார். குருவோட பாதங்கள்ல செலுத்துற பக்தி தான் நம்ம நல்ல வழியில கூட்டின்னு போவோம். யாராவது பாடுறாங்கன்னா அது குருவோட கிருபை. யாராவது வாத்தியம் வாசிக்கிறாங்கன்னா அதுவும் குருவோட கிருபை. நான் இன்னைக்கு குருவோட மகிமை பத்தி பேசுறேன்னா அதுக்கும் குருவோட கிருபை வேணும். நீங்களாம் குருவோட மகிமை பத்தி கேக்குறீங்களா? அதுக்கும் குருவோட கிருபை வேணும். ஆக எல்லாமே குரு தான். இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஸ்ரீ சச்சிதானந்த சத்குரு ஷிரிடி சாய்நாத் மகாராஜ் ஓட சரித்திரத்தை பார்க்க போறோம் இங்கிலீஷ்ல. Sai Baba first appeared at the village of Shirdi in Ave district of Maharashtra, India, as a young lad of about 16 years around 1854 AD. He was seen doing meditation under a neem tree or roaming around the woods. By day he associated with no one, and by night he was afraid of nobody. Shortly afterwards, the young boy disappeared. Chandrasekar from Dhub village of Aurangabad district had lost his man and was wandering in frustration in the woods until he heard his name being called. He saw a saintly man wearing a kafni, carrying a satka, and looked like a saint. The saint pointed Chandrasekar in the direction of his mare, and the mare was indeed found. Chandrasekar realized that this was not an ordinary man who had invited him to the marriage procession of his wife's nephew to Shirdi. When the marriage party arrived, the priest of the Kandoba temple, Malasapati, was delighted upon the return of the saint and called out Ya Sai or Welcome Sai. He was known as Sai and later as Sai Baba. Baba began to live in a masjid at Shirdi, which became his abode. He named the mosque Dwarakamai, Sri Krishna's capital city. He burned and lighted lamps, and to light them, he would take oil from shopkeepers of Shirdi. The shopkeepers once decided not to give him oil, so Baba took the tin pot container with a few drops of oil, poured water in it, and drank it. He then forced it out into the container, and Baba once again took the tin pot container and poured the water into the lamps and lighted them. The water lamps burned throughout the night. Bayaji Bai would always give food for Baba, and once Baba ate his food, then only would she eat her food. If Baba ever went to the forest, she would go in search of him, and once she gave Baba his food, then only would she return to her home and eat her food. Baba in Dwarakamai sat at the grinding stone and began grinding wheat. 4 women hastily rushed up to him and held his hands and began grinding wheat at once. The women thought they could take the flour home until Baba threw the flour along the borders of the village. He had prevented cholera disease from ever entering the village again. He had begged for alms and shared what he got with his devotees and all the creatures around him. He never kept any food in reserve for the next meal. Baba was very generous and cooked for his devotees. He even put his bare arm in the handi with boiled churning rice or any other food without getting burned. Baba slept on a plank tied to the rafters of the masjid. There were lamps, one at each corner. Later, Baba decided to break the plank into pieces. The wife of a blacksmith, upon being called by her husband, forgetting that her child is on her waist, stood up. And when the child was about to fall into the fire, Baba thrust his hands into the furnace, which saved the child. Baba tended a garden called Lendi Bhag, where he planted 2 trees, and that garden still exists today. Mainatai from Jamner, which is about 100 miles away from Shirdi, was pregnant and was about to deliver a baby until the case became very serious. Her dad was praying to Baba for Hudi, and Baba immediately sent a messenger with Hudi, which saved both the mother and the baby. Lakshmi Bai Shinde was very generous to offer Baba both bread and milk with love and devotion. She was so special that before the passing away of Baba, she was the last one to receive 9 1-rupee coins. And the figure 9 represents the 9 types of devotion. Baba was very proficient with Vishnu Sahasranamam and Bhagavad Gita. Baba cured many illnesses that came to his devotees. He even cured several maladies and prevented epidemics from happening. He even prevented scorpion stings all the way till bubonic plague cases. The shrine which houses Baba's tomb is called Samadhi Mandir. Baba repeatedly assured that he would not cease to answer their call, but that his only mission was to give blessings. Dasganu Maharaj was an ardent devotee of Sai Baba who sang Sai Bhajans in the glory of his master and in turn spread his name far and wide. Sai Bhajans, which is considered to be the foremost medium of emphasizing love, is sung everywhere.